Hi guys, and welcome to this reading. This is your general collective reading for the month of September 2020. We just had the full moon on the 2nd of September, so this sort of will be like a double bonus. So we'll see what the energies are for the month of September for the general collective, and also if there are any messages from the full moon that we just had. Again, these are general and collective messages. This is not a personal reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Alright, so let's get started. We'll get two main themes as always from the Witch's Oracle deck. These will be your main themes for the month of September 2020. Okay, your first theme is Hedgehog. Hedgehog in this deck stands for vulnerability, it stands for protecting your heart, it stands for fragility. So, it also stands for being tender. So, we are in Virgo season. Virgos typically or at least the essence for Virgo is typically not to allow people to enter their heart space because they keep it very, very guarded. They don't like to be caught off guard, especially in terms of their emotions. Alright, so it's not a surprise that Hedgehog has come out for Virgo season. So although this is a message to be tender, to be gentle with your heart, but it is also a message for you to understand that there is great strength in vulnerability. Okay, it's not always required to protect your heart and guard it so tightly that you don't allow beautiful experiences to find you. Okay, so if you don't open your heart, if you guard it all the time, you'll miss out on a lot in life. So maybe you want to work on that and keep that as your main theme, is that show your vulnerability where you know it can add to your experience of life, where you know it can add to a relationship or to your own growth as well. Okay, but be tender in that process. So that's one main theme. Let's look at the second main theme. Second theme for the month of September 2020 is I. I'm not sure about I in this deck, so I will just quickly read it out for you guys. Okay, I in this deck stands for seeking answers, seeing clearly and paying attention. So like I said earlier, maybe in this month of September, again, because Virgo is a sign for logic, it's a sign for analysis, maybe you will be, focusing on, or the general collective might be focusing on, looking for answers, looking deep within. Virgos also are known as the seekers of the zodiac as well. They're always looking for the truth. So this is not a reading, of course, for Virgo. I'm just saying Virgo is because we're in Virgo season. So essentially, those are the energies that will affect all of us. Is to be more organized, is to seek the truth, is to, go into self-reflection mode and understand, any answers that that are hidden from you. So maybe that's also what we're going to be doing in the month of September 2020. But at the same time, make sure that in that process, you don't guard your heart so tightly that you don't allow for people to touch your lives. Okay, we'll get one thing that you want to work on from the Yogic Path deck, and then we'll get stuck into the tarot. Okay, so the one message for you guys from the Yogic Path deck is Vata. Okay, Vata is a Vata is like an attribute, okay? It's related to air, all right? So all of us have certain attributes within our physical body. That's Vata, Pitta, and so on and so forth. I don't remember the others, but Vata over here it seems to be the main message for you guys for the month of September. So this card signifies creativity, imagination, and accessing the unpredictable things. So creative one, it is time to let your ideas flourish. You have gotten a gust of the Vata or wind energy and are riding its waves out to deeper waters. Ideas are bubbling within you. You're also seeking answers this month. In the month of September is one of your biggest themes. And your body has become a vessel for its creative blessings. Allow yourself to dance to the rhythm of your thoughts and let them take you to higher places. So seek what you need to seek. Make sure that you're not hiding yourself or hiding your true potential in that process, because the energy is supporting to take you to higher places, to help you uncover bigger things or bigger pictures. The veil between the stars and the earth has been lifted, and the downloads you are receiving are straight from the universe. Be sure to anchor them down to this earth with action so your visions can manifest into reality. Okay, so that's your main theme. What you want to work on is to be creative, is to be imaginative, is to allow yourself to be open to unpredictability. All right, let's get started with the tarot. This is just free flow. I'm just doing main messages for the month of September. So we'll just see what comes up and then I'll do clarifiers. First message, 5 of Pentacles. So if you start to feel like you're experiencing some loss or some grief, especially around money or materialistic things, remember that there is always light at the end. So if you see, there's a light behind, but these two people can't see that light. They feel like they've been left out in the cold. Okay, so you might experience some of that. Again, this is a very Virgo trait. So because we're in Virgo season, this might happen to you. You might feel like people have abandoned you, or you are carrying too much burden, or you carrying too much on your shoulders, and there is nobody to help you or support you, and which may not actually be the case. It may just be that you are being extra guarded and extra protective where it's not required. Okay, nonetheless, so this might happen. So remember to always see the bigger picture also, and what might seem like abandonment or a loss or a grief may not necessarily be so in the long run. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Next card is Chariot. It's the card for Cancer. So even if you do experience any loss or grief, or if you have experienced that in the past, all right, or some feeling of abandonment, etc., you're going to be moving ahead from that. You're going to be overcoming any obstacles that may be there. You might also feel like getting into sort of like a warrior kind of a energy, or warrior kind of a mode, where you don't allow anything to come into your way and help you to overcome obstacles. And that's great. It's a great thing to do. But also remember that take help when you need it. Also on this card, if you see, there are 2 Sphinx carrying the chariot or pulling the chariot. One is white, one is black. This represents 2 different energies. So you might at some point feel like you're being pulled into 2 different directions. However, if you keep your focus clear, remember your main vision is, main theme was also I and Vata. You're being supported by the energies for imagination, creativity. You're also probably main theme for you is going to be looking for answers, or seeking answers, seeking the truth. Okay, in that process there might be certain things that pull you in different directions. Keep your focus. Okay, that will help you to move forward. I'm getting major arcana cards. High Priestess, this card for Pisces. So I feel like as you move along, as you move ahead and move forward, leaving behind any sense of abandonment or any sense of grief or loss, especially around material things, maybe around money or property or job, etc. As you move ahead, there might still be some things that might not be completely revealed to you. Okay, and which is also why I think you're going to be seeking those answers, you're going to be seeking for that truth. So there might be some mystery involved which might not be completely revealed to you right away, but the High Priestess is also an indication for you to use your intuition. Remember, Virgos are the healers of the zodiac, which means that their intuitive ability and their healing ability is extremely powerful and extremely strong. So now that we're in Virgo season, that energy is going to get amplified and you are going to also experience that energy, which means that your ability to intuit is also going to get higher. Okay, so use your intuition where you need to see from your third eye. One of your main themes is also I. Always what we are seeking for or the answers that we are seeking for are not always available to the naked eye. Okay, sometimes you have to shut your outward eye and look from your eye, look from the eye that is within you. That's your third eye. Okay, that's the vision of your soul. So use that because that energy is there for you. It's supporting you. All right. Okay, next card is Page of Wands. So you will be gaining a new perspective. My God, your themes are just like, one after the other. It's just a repetitive message. So there will be a new perspective that you will get. But for that, you need to employ your intuition. You need to employ your ability to see hidden things. Okay, and if you're feeling like you don't have that ability in this month, at least the energies are supporting you. So you may want to do some activities that enhance that ability for you to be able to intuit, for you to be able to get more insights. Now, how can you do that? Reflection helps a lot. Meditation also does help a lot. If you're not the type of person who likes to sit in meditation, then just at the end of the day, if you write down your thoughts or the ideas that came to you or the thoughts that you had throughout the day, just write down in point form. That will also help. Journaling also does help. Okay, it keeps you in touch with what is going on within you. This card is for that. All right, so as you do that, there will be new perspective that you will gain on maybe whatever this loss is, or that you have experienced or that you might experience, or your way forward, however you're trying to move forward. You'll gain a new perspective on that. At the same time, you're also being advised to be a little more playful and childlike about it. Don't take Virgo season can also tend to get a little bit heavy because Virgos are typically very serious or very down to business kind of people, right? That's the energy of that zodiac. So since we're in Virgo season, it might tend to get a little bit heavy. So make sure that you don't get bogged down by all of this, especially bogged down by any mysteries or any hidden things, uncovered things. In your quest to find what is hidden, you will gain a new perspective, but keep in mind that be childlike about it, be playful about it. Don't make it a very heavy process. All right. Empress. My God, you got 3 major arcana cards. Empress. Now the Empress can signify multiple things. It's the card for Taurus and Libra. Empress can signify multiple things, right? There could be pregnancies. Some of you might be moving towards pregnancies because we've got the Page of Wands and the Empress together, one after the other. So there could be pregnancies. This will not apply to everybody, of course, but for those of you who are in a marriage or who have been trying to have a child, or maybe trying to get move ahead with starting a family, it might happen for you in the month of September. That's one way. The second thing is also the Empress does signify creativity. She does signify receptivity. Remember that again, one of your things that you want to work on from the yogic path deck, Vat. Okay, the energy of air, this is supporting you, creativity, imagination. Okay, this is supporting you, and you're being asked to work on that as well. With the Empress card, that just so sort of solidifies that message that stay in a place of receptivity, stay in a place of creativity, do things from a creative approach, also see things from a more creative approach. Okay, even if you're not doing things from a creative approach, but whatever it is that you're uncovering in the process of finding whatever you want to find, see it from a creative approach. So that's the second way of looking at it. The third thing is there might be emphasis on a mother figure. We'll clarify this card. There might be emphasis in the month of September on a mother figure. So we'll see what that is about. Okay. Okay, so I did a clarify. I'm doing clarifiers now. So the first clarifier was for the page 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles has fallen reversed. This is the 3 of Pentacles. It's fallen reversed. Okay, so like I said earlier on in the beginning of the reading, is you are perhaps feeling, if at all you start to feel in the month of September a sense of abandonment or loss, it is you are feeling this because you have created it for yourself. There is community and there is help being given to you, but you are not taking it. That's why the 3 of Pentacles has fallen reversed. Okay, which is going back to your main theme, which is vulnerability, protecting the heart or hiding the heart. Okay, you don't have to be so averse to vulnerability or hiding or not allowing people to help you. If you don't allow people to help you, because that support is there, the 3 of Pentacles is here, that support is there, there is a community that is wanting to help you, there are people who are wanting to help you and share your load with you, but you are not allowing it. That is why you are feeling a sense of loss and abandonment. So stop doing that. All right. Sometimes they're stubborn, they don't like to come out. I'm going to give it one last shuffle and then otherwise I'll pull it out. Hierophant under your Chariot. So the Hierophant typically does represent, establishments or belief systems or commitments. Okay, so it looks like as you're moving forward, some of the things that might make you feel like you're being pulled in two different directions might be some belief systems that you may have about certain things in your life, about yourself, about people or relationships or situations, or just the way your life has been. Okay, you might be reviewing some of that in this process as well. Okay, for some of you, you might be moving towards a deeper commitment towards in any area of your life. So you might be moving towards solidifying or establishing an institution kind of a thing. By institution, I don't mean a college or a university. I mean like a relationship that becomes solidified. Okay, so that can be job, or it can be business, or it can be a personal relationship, etc. Some of you might be moving towards that, but primarily I feel like this is going to be as you're moving forward, you're going to be letting go of some belief systems, or you're going to be altering some belief systems that you may have held for many years, or for a really long time, and maybe they have not worked for you, or maybe it's time for you to review them, and you're going to be doing that as well. Okay. 3 of Swords under your High Priestess. So like I said, with the High Priestess, there might be some mysteries or some things which are hidden from you not yet come to the front, and maybe you're trying to seek out those answers. uh, some of it might cause you a little bit of feeling heartbroken, or feeling like feeling a sense of loss. The fact that you're unable to uncover it, or that there are too many mysteries, or the things are not very clear to you, either that might make you feel heartbroken, that and you might actually go into a perspective of seeing things in a skewed manner or in a warped manner, simply because you're not able to identify the real things or the hidden things. That can happen. Or as things come up in the front for you, as mysteries reveal themselves, what you get to know, or the information that you get, or that which becomes revealed to you, that might also cause you heartbreak as well. Okay, nothing to worry though, because your next two cards are positive and they're supportive cards. Okay, over here also, between the High Priestess and the Three of Swords, over here also, don't overthink things. Okay, you might just cause yourself heartbreak and heartache because of overthinking things, simply because you're not able to change your perspective about things. Okay, so be careful about that as well. Okay, under your Page of Wands is the Four of Pentacles. As you're gaining a new perspective, you might feel the need to hold on to previous things, or you might feel like possessive or a little bit protective about things in your environment, especially regards to money or material things. Okay, but if you do that, you will start operating from a place of lack. So make sure that your new perspective that you're getting, is not one in which you are holding on to things or being possessive unnecessarily or protective about things unnecessarily. Because if you see in this card, the king also does have abundance of everything. Okay, there's enough and more for himself, but you just see how he's holding on to it. Okay, so don't get into that kind of a perspective. As your perspective shifts, as you see things in a different light, make sure that you don't become possessive about things or overly protective about things when not required, because that will make you start operating from a place of lack instead of a place of abundance. All right, so make sure about that as well. Okay, next card under the Empress is the Three of Cups. You got quite a few threes. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Empress is the number 3, and then Three of Cups. So there will be some reason for you to celebrate at the end of all of this. Okay, you will experience, the Empress also does signify fertility. She does signify abundance, a nourishing environment of a very very fertile kind of productive kind of an environment, productive kind of a life, which is abundant in all aspects: emotional, mental, material, physical, everything. Okay, so you will experience that joy, you will experience with the Three of Cups, you will experience that happiness, and you might celebrate that with people. So good, so you will learn I think towards the end of September you will learn that where you were not taking the help, which is why your Three of Pentacles was reversed, or where you were not learning lessons that were meant for you, through the process of September or through the period of September, you will learn that. And then you have the Three of Cups, which has fallen upright for you guys. So that's a good thing. Okay, so you will move towards a place of celebration, of joy, of happiness, including people in your community, including people in your family, your friend circle, etc. Alright, so there will be good news around that as well. It looks like a fairly okay month, nothing very heavy. Towards the end of the month, things will get lighter. You might experience some heaviness, some heartache, some feeling of disappointment, etc. Somewhere as we progress into September. But just make sure that is not happening out of your own overthinking or your own inability to see things how they are being presented to you. Okay, let's get a moon message for you guys. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Not a surprise that we have a full moon card, given that we had a full moon just 2 days back. Okay, alright. So I feel like, especially like if I have to break up this reading into, 2 halves, probably till the mid of September, there might be some dense energy or some aspects that might make you a little bit uncomfortable. You might not know how to move forward, which way to move forward. But as September progresses and into October, things will get lighter. You will change your perspective. Okay, and in that process, I think some things might come to the front where you might take it head on, because it does say a fiery climax approaches. So some things might come to the front and you might take them head on. But in that process, know that your perspective will change and you will have reason to celebrate and enjoy. Okay, let's get one blessing from the Hindu gods and goddesses deck for the month of September. Your blessing is from Indra, King of Gods. His blessings are physical virility, wealth and success, heroism and leadership, security in times of aggression and war. Okay, so I feel like, especially with the last 4 cards over here, this is quite representative of this as well. So you will have the wealth and success, if that's what your main concern is for the month of September. You will have the wealth and success. Just don't hold on to it too tightly, and don't become like a miser, or don't become very unnecessarily possessive about it. Okay, at the same time, there will be security. You will have security, you will have a stable foundation. The Empress is here as well for you guys, and you will have reason for celebration. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Looks like September will end in a nice way. You might have to do some work as we progress towards the mid of the month, which also I feel like should get lighter as the new moon approaches, and then going forward it will be lighter. Alright, so I hope that this helped you guys, and you guys have a great month of September.